Hey, what's up guys, this is RJ here. Welcome back to another NASCAR Heat 5 Championship season. I'm going to do race 2 of 36 in the NASCAR Cup Series, going into the Indianapolis Roval today. And this is going to be a 16 lap race, so I did some practice runs at the Indianapolis Roval, and I kind of started to get a little better and better at it. I might have a little hard time with it, but we'll just see how this race goes. There'll be some times with the car will want to snap and all, but I feel really good about this race on the other hand though. But last race we did was the Daytona 500, and honestly, that Daytona 500 was a mess. You know, I haven't played this game in a long time. Well, it's been a couple of months since I last played this game, and I was all over the place in that race. But I turned it around at the end, and I got a second place finish out of it. Justin Haley stayed out, and he somehow won the 500. I wish I could have won the 500, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. So second place isn't too bad. So now we get on to the real season, and I'll show you all the settings on that, and we'll just see what happens in this race. So settings, pretty much the same thing as the last race, the Daytona 500. I did make a couple of changes though. Difficulty 102. Because we're at a road course race, I put the cautions on relaxed yellows just to make it more realistic, you know, since it's a road course race and a lot of cars spin and all that, and you know, not a lot of yellows happen, but I'll just put it on relaxed yellows. We'll still have some cautions, but not a whole lot. And then of course I turned the drafting partners off since we're not a restrictor plate track, so this is mostly useful for restrictor plates. So I turned that off, and I'll leave that off until the Daytona until the Talladega race. But other than that, settings are the same thing how they usually are. So yeah. The point settings are pretty much like the Daytona 500 results. Nothing much there. Like I said, just pretty much the 500 results. Except they'll all change once this race gets done and over with, and all that. So as you can see right now, it would be Tyler Reddick in that last playoff spot, only by 1 point ahead of Bobby Carter. So that is what the regular season point standings look like, and the playoff standings would look like. Alright, here we go. About to go race here at the Indianapolis Roval. I somehow was able to walk away with the pole, even though I'm not really that good at this track yet, but I guess I'll take it. The difficulty is on 102 difficulty, which I'm surprised I was able to walk away with the pole. Looks like Cliff Boy wasn't nearly as fast. Joey Gase, I saw, got the pole. Had to go to the back on that. So I did some practice races in this. And for the times 3, we're probably going to have to make maybe 2 pit stops I did with 16 laps. It takes about a minute and a half to get around this racetrack. So looks like how this race is going to play out. We're probably going to have most likely 2 pit stops in this race. So yeah, so we did get underway here at the Indy Road Course, and as you can see, I am driving my Ally paint scheme again, just like in the 500, except I'll probably change my paint scheme for the next race, which the next race will be at the oval track at Indianapolis. So we'll be back here in the next race, but except we'll be in the oval. And how in the world am I already pulling away from these guys? I have no idea. Like I said, this difficulty is on a 102 difficulty. I'll show you after this race. Oh, I am making big mistakes, so if I keep doing that, they're gonna catch up to me eventually. So far so good, other than that one mistake. Well, yeah, this race should be a lot of fun though, because you know I never got the championship season doing the Indianapolis Road Course. This is the first time, so definitely a lot different. Just like, you know, when I did the Charlotte Rovals for championship races, a lot different. Same thing here. And that pit entrance right over there is where we'll have to go in for pit stops. So I guess I'm going to come off the final corner, and I will lead the first lap. There's a couple of times too where the car just, you know, likes to snap on you, which gets really, really annoying. But other than that, I'm already pulling away, which is, you know, surprising because I didn't do this well in some of the practice races, but now I guess I'm doing this consistent, and I guess I'm pulling away already. So I guess not much is going to happen right now, so I guess I'll see you guys when something interesting happens, or if something pops up in mine. Man, we are 2 laps completed, and look how much of a lead I got over these guys already. Just absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just destroying the field right now. And like I said, this is on a 102 difficulty, and I am doing this well. Well, I did also notice too that sometimes during the long stretch, the long parts of the track, the long straightaways, the AIs just seem to be a little bit slow, which I have no idea why that's the case. But I guess it's just like that, you know, like in this part, the long straightaways, the, you know, the long runs that are short. I mean, you know, I'm losing my mind because it is late at night, but yeah, on the long runs, the AIs just seem a little bit slow, which I'm not sure why, but there are some parts though where they just seem to gain on me. But other than that, I just can't believe I'm doing this well. I'm actually really surprised. Now, I don't know what the pit road speed is like at this track, because I did a couple of practice runs on that and it never showed that, so it's gonna be a little bit challenging, but I think I can somehow able to manage it. But I think the pit road speed, I would have to say maybe it's about 30 miles, I want to say 35 miles, somewhere around there. So I'll have to be really, really cautious when we come down pit road. Which now we completed 3 laps, which I'll probably come in maybe about lap 5 or so. But other than that, I'm just pretty much just dominating, which is really surprising that I'm doing this good. Well, I see someone's down pit road back there. I don't know if they got a mechanical issue or something, but someone is already down pit road. So that's kind of something. I'm not sure who it is, but yeah. Looks like the fuel's starting to spread out behind and all that. This is on 104 difficulty, and I don't know how in the world I'm just this strong, you know. I don't know how. I mean, like I said, I still need practice on this track, which, by the way, I will pit next time by. Which, like I said, I still need practice on this track. And I don't know how, but the AIs are just not, they're pitting. Oh, that's something. Oh, looks like Cole Custer's down here, but it looks like he's out of this race. He has a mechanical issue. It looks like they're pitting a lap sooner, which I'm really surprised, because when I did the practice race, I pitted first. It's basically the same time, and, you know, actually, no, some guys are saying out, they look like they pitted at first. Okay, so I am going to have to pit this time by. So I guess we'll go around this track. I forgot to go up to 3rd gear, so I guess I'll go around this track, and I'll meet you guys when I get ready to hit down pit road. And of course it did that thing again where the car just wants to turn left. I don't know why it does that. I've never had the problems with it, unless there's something wrong with the controller or something. I don't know. But this keeps having an issue. I might have to hit my other controller. I do not want this issue to keep happening, because this happened so many times in the 500 last race, and now we're having the issues here. Alright, I'm gonna pit this lap. So basically all I gotta do is just go down through here, and you can pretty much speed up through here, and then this is where you have to slow down to get to your pit stall.
You gotta come and pit for gas.
That's gonna mess up my pit entry. Okay, there we go. 4 tires, 2 cans, everything seems fine. I'll put that up. I did that last time, so we'll get all our stuff and we'll see how the pit stop's gonna be. Alright, 15.4 second stop, not too bad. Now, I'm gonna have to go up here for this. I don't know why that's a thing, but if I go down, like if I go down to like, if I don't go through here, I'm gonna get a course penalty, which I don't know why. Like the AIs go that way and they don't get a course penalty, but when I tried to go that way in my practice run, I get a course penalty for that, which that doesn't make any sense. Because why can the AI go that way and not get a course penalty, but when I go down that way, I get a course penalty for that. So I don't know why that happens, so I'm gonna be on the safe side. Oh, yep, the car wanted to snap right there. I don't know why, but I was able to hang on to it. Looks like Brian Newman and Ryan Priest decided to stay out, but they should be pitting this lap. So when they come down pit road, that should recycle the lead to me. I don't know what happened to Kurt though, because he fell back to 5th and he lost some time. Brad's up here with me though, so he must have had a good pit stop or something. with how this is looking, we're definitely going to have to pit at least one more time before this race gets done and over with.
10 to go.
Alright, with 10 laps to go here at the Indy Roval with Newman down pit road. That does give the lead right back to me. So now I'm back out front leading, which isn't too bad. And I got about now a 7-second lead over Kurt Busch. Actually, Brad's pitting. Well, Brad must have stayed out. I don't know why, but I was a little confused. I thought he pitted and gained ahead of Kurt Busch, but I guess Brad still had a pit. Which really, really strange. And now I almost got a 7-second lead, and I don't know how. I thought I would have competition here, but instead this is just crazy with me just dominating these guys. I don't know how this is possible. Like, I still need practice, and the AIs are just, I don't know. It's like Chris Busch had a problem or something too, because he's still down pit road, so that's already 2 cars out of this race. So completed 8 laps, well 7 laps, and so far been caution free. But I am just still pulling away from these guys. Like I said, I don't know how. I got no answers. So, I don't know. Apologize if this race is a little boring for you guys. I don't know. I didn't expect this at all whatsoever. Because I really get the pull in these heat games, and this is really a time where I just dominate and all that. I picked this race to be the second race of the season just to make things more challenging. So I never in a season where I do the 500 and then immediately go to a real course race after that. So I don't know how, but I hope it's not like that to all road courses, but we'll see.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
Oh, caution! I did say you know something would happen if a caution come out, but caution's out. Wow, BJ McLeod's in 9th. Okay. See, Brendan Gaughan's running up here at 11. That's not too bad. I don't know what the caution's for. Chris Busch is gonna get the free pass. I know it's not for him because he was down pit road. So a big wreck must have happened or something, and that happened. But I'm gonna pit. I'm not gonna repair the damage. Everything looks good here. So I'll take 4 tires and then get some fuel in the can, and we'll see what happens. Okay, Kirk got out ahead of me, but I should have the advantage on him. And plus, the AIs are just slow on the long ones. I don't know why that's the case at this track, at least on the Indy road course. Oh, Daniel Suarez is up here in 3rd. That's pretty good for him. Yeah, just like that. I'm just going to get out way ahead of Kurt Busch. So far so good. And then there'll be a point at the track where I just, you know, start pulling away. Well, I didn't get to that corner perfect, honestly. Yeah, I'm already pulling away. Pretty much the same as usual, you know. I'll just have a good start and then I just pull away like this. And there I go. Already pulling away. Man, oh man. Really loose off of there, but we're alright. And I'm gonna overdrive that. That's the first time I actually overdrove that corner. That's been my problem corner, but that's the first time I overdrove that. But as I'm looking at this, we're gonna be really close, rather if we make it back or not. It's gonna be really close. We're set with our tires though, but man, this is gonna be really close. We should be alright, but it also depends on how much fuel we push, so I'm going to try the best I can to save fuel. I mean, I got a good lead, which is okay. So maybe now is the time where maybe I could start saving a little fuel. We'll just have to see, though. But we'll have to keep an eye on the fuel, though. It's going to be really close if we can make it back or not. But we'll see. Oh boy. See that right there? Got loose. I just took a second to scratch my arm real quickly, and that's how the car just overreacts. Well, you know what? I'm taking it easy on the corners, and sometimes the car is just overreacting a bit. I get a little bit scared going to that corner because I don't want to make any mistakes and mess up and get a course penalty, and I did not mean to shift up to third gear right there. Yeah, so like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the fuel gauge right now. We're going to be really close on fuel. So we'll just have to see what happens from there. Oh, he's doing it again. Where the car just turns to the left. I don't know what's up with that. I haven't seen anyone have that issue but me. And I'm keeping the analog stick straight, so I don't know why the car is turning to the left on me. That's a little bit weird. Unless I have a setting on that's off. I don't know. But if any of you play Heat 5, and if you know what's wrong with that, let me know in the comments what I should do to fix that, because that is honestly driving me nuts. Okay, so we're at 2 to go right now, and yeah, I should be able to make it back on field, so we should be all set. But man, what a dominant race it was for me, you know. I didn't think I was going to be this dominant. I thought, you know, I was going to have a little bit of competition with the AIs. But, you know, I'm not surprised, you know, with me dominating like this too, because, you know, it's NASCAR Heat 5 for you, and there's sometimes where Heat 5 has some, you know, stuff that's broken. I even seen it on YouTube with a couple of NASCAR YouTubers as well when they do their career championship season. Where, you know, something's broken on them. See another car down pit road. Probably a mechanical issue, because I think everybody can make it back on fuel. So I don't think fuel's going to be a big issue. My tires are going down, but I feel like we should be okay. Okay, I did not mean to shift up to third gear, and I'm glad I did not get a course penalty from that. Final lap here at the Indy Roval, and this is just way too easy, honestly. You know, this is the track. I know I keep saying that, but this is the track. Oh, it did it again where it just turned left. But this is a track where, you know, I am still trying to practice, and this is just way, way, way too easy. This is just like Sonoma from back on NASCAR 15, NASCAR 14, where it is just way too easy on. It's just mad ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind winning races, but I don't like winning them like this. Well, I probably led every lap except one lap, but the only driver that led a lap was Ryan Newman in this race. But other than that, this race was just way, way too easy. And the Roval is a little bit difficult too than this track, and I have still not yet won. And this track just came in the game; it just got created. Well, we're halfway through this track, and I definitely got this race in the bag. So a final couple of parts. Alright, nice and smooth. Got 2 more corners to hit. Get that A-okay. Now we'll get to the final part of the track. And up this part. And I'm going to punch my ticket to the playoffs with my win here at the Indianapolis Roval.
Way to go, driver. That's a win. Nice
I didn't think
job.
that was going to be way too easy, honestly. Man, I just dominated this race. And I promise you, it's on 102 difficulty. I'll have to show you guys that it's on 102 difficulties. I guess I'll do a burnout here because, you know, I'll win on the Roval, but not on this oval track because, you know, I have a hard time with it. But man, that race was just way too easy, honestly. And I'll just park it right there. Alright, so here's a look at the race results at the Indianapolis Roval. So I get the win at the Roval, which means now I'm in the playoffs now. So now I don't have to worry about the rest of the season because with my win, I'm now guaranteed a spot into the playoffs. Let's see, so Kurt finished second. He was able to stay up there second for most of the time. Daniel Suarez came in third. Ty Dillon 9th. BJ McLeod 10th. Solid top 10 for BJ. Okay. Brendan Gaughan 11th. BJ and Brendan Gaughan outran Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin. That's something. Let's see. Chase Elliott 16th. Road Course King, and he finishes this far back. It's unusual. So Eric Jones runs up the top 20. Jimmy Johnson 26. It's not good for him. Daytona 500 champion Justin Haley 29th. Definitely gonna lose points definitely, which he's got to maintain top 30 if he wants to make the round of 16. So I'll have to see if he can do that. Looks like Chris Busch was the other guy that pitted. So he pitted again. I don't know why. And a Cole Custer looks like had issues or something. And then there I am. So now I'm leader of the point standings now. Got a 10-point gap ahead of Eric Almirola. And yes, Justin Haley did drop back down a couple of points. It's going to be tough for him to stay in the top 30 because he's not one of those top runner-up guys. So how this would look, it would be Brad Keselowski in that last playoff spot ahead of Michael McDowell. So that's how the playoffs would look like if they were to start today. Actually, Brad Keselowski and Michael McDowell would be tied. So, and I'm in victory lane, which honestly was a little bit boring. So I do apologize if it was a little bit boring. So, but I'm in victory lane to Indianapolis, not on the oval, but at least I'm in victory lane because Indianapolis is definitely my struggle track. So I'll take it. Look at this, I got the fastest lap too. And yep, just like I thought, I led every lap in this race, all except one lap, which Ryan Newman did lead, which he had a pit, so something. David Reagan got on the move, not too bad, from 35th to 22nd. Ryan Blaney from 4th to 25th. Ouch. Alright, so not too bad to start the season. I got second in the 500, and I just somehow won the Indianapolis Roval, which was really, really crazy. I just can't believe I dominated that race. But anyway, guys, tune in for the next video. The next race is gonna be Indianapolis again, except this time it's gonna be at the oval track of Indianapolis. So we're gonna go around 4 corners this time instead of going into the infield. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified with. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep up with any content and to show your support to the channel. And also be sure to turn on post notifications so then you can be notified whenever I upload a new video or when I go live. So I will see you all in Indianapolis Motor Speedway.